I've been out here since 2008, primarily out of my vehicle. The economy where I lived kind of collapsed, and I got stuck with a lot of debt that I couldn't cover. Living on the vehicle isn't the glamorous life. I know a lot of women, you know, it's not for everybody, but I've got a goal in mind and a mission, and someday I'll be able to be debt-free, and people will look at me and say, and maybe congratulate me and say, wow, good job for what you did, you know, back then.
Housing's a little rough, so we're going to start off in our camper and try and make do with that, and we're slowly looking for a place to live so we can move on up and kind of be a part of this industry out here for more years to come. It's a nasty, dirty job. A lot of the work you're doing out here has to do with the oil, the crude oil in itself. And to get that sweet crude out of the oil, it's a nasty business. It can be toxic, it can be physically dirty, the long hours, and all of that plays a part. And once you've been out here working that for a while with all of these men, you sort of lose your touch with, you know, the humble lifestyle and, you know, what you really were back home. You can come out here and be this rough and tumble oil worker.
Those of us who are natives are real skeptical about people promising us that it will be here for 20, 30, 40 years, because they said it during the last boom, and it lasted 8, if that. They make the fracturing of oil shale illegal, or if they want to do a study on it, it's done. There will be people leaving this town faster than you can find U-Hauls to get them packed up.
It's not for everybody up here. It's, you know, it's cold. We got the cold weather, and you know, you name it, we got it. We got to accept the fact that, you know, the world needs oil, I guess, and so does America. You know, and it's all here. You know, what can we do about it? Just go with the flow.
If you go out to these crew camps and man camps, they charge $150 a night, and that equates to $4,000 a month. So this poor guy just trying to eke out a living, their net check is probably $600 to $6,500. They have to pay $4,000 of that to live in basically a dorm room.
There's still people sleeping in their cars. It's 7 degrees out, you know, that's pretty brutal. And where's he, you know, is he gonna spend $8 a day on a shower? No, you know, it's tough. It's really tough, but you can let it get you down, you know. It can easily overwhelm you, but you just gotta stay positive.
Well, I sleep in sweatpants and sweatshirts in the wintertime with a stocking cap on my head. And I wake up a couple times at night and because there's traffic coming through and that sort of thing. Sometimes you carry your toothbrush to the gas station.
Where I work, you see these guys come in and, you know, they're just filthy and whatever, you know, but, you know, this guy's probably got a family back home that really is missing him, and, you know, and I think that's my part of it. It's like, I really feel for these people. I really, you know, it's very sad. You know, I can't imagine not coming home to somebody warm or some hot food or, you know, things that we all take for granted.
It is lonely. That's one of the struggles I do struggle with, is loneliness a lot out here. If you're not working and you're not eating out somewhere, there's not a lot to do for entertainment. So I like to just get together with people and enjoy each other's company.
Last free cigarette in North Dakota. Smoking ban goes in tomorrow.
We need families to move to Williston, North Dakota. We don't need crew members to move here because they aren't the ones who are going to be working at Walmart. All of those places are strapped for employees because we are bringing one person here, and that's the person to help with the oil field. You go into this one, it's dirty, filthy, empty shelves because they don't have the people, because they can't compete with the oil field with the wages. And it just makes people like me angry because I remember when it used to be stocked and it was clean all the time and people would say, "How may I help you?" Now you can't find a person in that place to help you. And here again, it's not their fault. They're too busy trying to just put out fires. I'm not trying to push blame on anybody. Like we say, it is what it is, and you just try to remember that there's an awful lot of very good people that have lived here for many, many, many years, and that's why we moved here, was for that feel. The feel is just slowly going away, and that's sad.
We're living in a mobile home in the middle of a dirt field in Williston, North Dakota. But you just do what you gotta do. Survival of the fittest. We're pretty fit.
Men think we're tough, you know, but we're not anywhere compared to our forefathers that came across this prairie in a horse and buggy, had to burn buffalo chips to keep warm because there was no wood, you know, to keep warm, and they built everything with their hands, no power tools. So, boy, to be able to reach over and start the truck and just turn the heat on and turn the radio on. Boy, I'm living the high life, I think.